Hello, Mr. Ed here. Today is the 13th of February, 2016. And as you can tell, I'm still in the shop working on bee stuff. And today I'm actually assembling some wooden frames today. And I thought, well, I'll go ahead and shoot a little video on actually the assembly of them, but kind of like the different types of frames that I've been using and still continue to use today. So I just want to show you what I've been doing. The first kind of frame that I've used is just the regular wooden frame, and then with a wax foundation. This particular foundation has the wires that run up and down, as opposed to having wires in your frame that you embed the wax onto it. Now, of course, everything's got a cost to it. So the frame itself, the wooden frames, are about 80 cents a piece. And then the wax foundation is about $1.20 a piece for each one. So you have about $2 tied up in one of these frames. The next kind of frame that I started using was a wooden frame with a cellrite foundation in it. And the cost of these, 80 cents for your frame, but the plastic foundation is a little bit cheaper. It's $1.10, about $1.10 a piece, as opposed to the wax one. The problem that you'll find is that there's no difficulty for the bees to start building out on the wax foundation. They like this stuff. It feels good, smells good, so they'll actually start building out on that real quick. With the wax, the plastic foundation one, however, they tend to really be kind of like reluctant to get on it and start building it out. So what I found is that what I do with the plastic foundation is I'll actually coat the entire surface, both surfaces of it with the wax from my bees, because I know where the wax came from. There's no chemicals. It's all good stuff. And so I put wax on the frames itself, and then it's just as good, if not, in my opinion, better than the wax ones, because there's no problem in, especially when you start spinning your honey out, whether your comb will actually come out of your frame. The wax one, it really holds it. I mean, the plastic one really holds up really well. So I mean, it's a little cheaper than the wax foundation, and other than having to do that extra work of applying wax to it, it's a very good option. And of course, then the third option would be the solid plastic foundation, and this one, I mean, it's convenient. I mean, it comes in the box. There's no assembly. You just grab it, and you can actually put it in your hive right then and there. But there again, it's plastic. The bees don't really like to get on it and develop it. So I found that the best thing to do is, again, to coat it with wax. The problem that I found is it's difficult to coat the wax on this solid plastic one, and I found that with the insertable plastic one, I can actually apply the wax a lot easier on this, and actually I'll be showing you a video on how I do that, and it's just easier to do it all around. So the cost of this plastic frame is about $2.30. So the difference in price in the three would be, the cheapest one would be the wooden frame with the plastic foundation, which is about $1.90. The next one would be the wooden frame with the wax foundation, which is around $2, and then the most expensive but most convenient would be the solid plastic one, which is about $2.30. They all have, advantages. This one, as soon as you finish it, you drop it in the hive, and they'll start working it. You have to assemble this one, and then you can drop it in the hive. This one, you have to assemble it, and then you still have to coat it with wax, and then you drop it in the hive. And then this one, you've got to completely coat it with wax, and then drop it in hive. No assembly required. Just comes in the case just like this, and drop it in. So those are the options that you have, and I use all three of them. So it's one of the good things about doing beekeeping. We can have plenty of options, and we find out what's good for us, and we'll use them. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I assemble one of these frames and show you through that. Here we go. Well, these are the components to build a frame. You have your bottom bar, top bar, and your two side bars. And it's not real rocket science here. It's just a matter of putting the bottom bar into the bottom of your side bars and then putting the top bar inside of the side bars also, and then making sure they're all down very tight. And as far as securing them, I don't use a hammer and nail. I use my trusty air gun, and I shoot a 1-inch brad. And what I do is I'll shoot on each side of it. I'll drive a nail going downward instead of up or down this way. I found that by driving the nails in at this angle as opposed to this angle, you have less chance of the wood separating on you. So I drive the nails in the bottoms and then up in the tops, and I flip them over and I do the same thing. So this is how I do it. I just flip it over and I'll do it the same thing again. And that's it. I mean, they're very solid, and they will not come out. They won't come out because of the way the nails are driven in. After you assemble it, then the last thing you would do is again just put in your plastic insert, drop it in the bottom, and then you just bow it. And there it is. One assembled frame with a Cellrite foundation in it. So there it is, completed frame with a plastic foundation on it. Not a lot to it, but I got a lot more to do. So I'm going to get busy with that, and I'll just sign off for right now. I'm telling you, thanks for watching. Keep on watching, and I'll be making more. God bless. Mr. Red, out.